Hi, Shannon McMahon.
Oh, Shannon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? You ran a story about me a while ago. I ran against Tom Quinn for Bristol County DA.
Oh my God. Yes.
I just, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to keep you in the loop. So I think it's a massively important story, and I'm so thrilled you covered it earlier. Is the actual investigation into the investigation, because I'm all pro Turtle Boy and Free Karen Reed. I think this is just a nightmare of epic proportions. But I do believe that there will never be justice until there's a proper investigation into the investigators. And like you said previously, that takes a very, very long time. One of the things that's huge that is happening on Wednesday at 9 a.m. is the Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts is hearing a case. It's Eric Mack versus the Bristol County District Attorney's Office for a public records request. And the SJC has been asking for amici briefs from retired judges and all members of the legal community, because it's a case of first impression, and whether or not a district attorney has to disclose as part of a public records request information about the investigating officers. I think that the reason there's kind of chill in the air right now is everyone's waiting to see how the SJC determines this, because that's going to determine what Morrissey has to give over. And I really think everyone should be paying attention to these oral arguments on Wednesday at 9. This is case law at its finest, and it's going to affect every journalist, everybody, period. It's going to allow district attorneys to withhold whatever it is that they deem personal about a police officer involved in any homicide, period.
And so I just want people to know who didn't catch what your introduction there, Shannon. You ran recently for district attorney in Bristol County against Thomas Quinn III.
That's right.
And it was basically on a similar kind of discussion. You're a Democrat.
It was.
Are you a Democrat?
I am. I am. Yeah.
So this is another case of like here we are, some Democrats and liberals. You think you're getting any pushback?
Gotta be honest.
Be honest. Do you think you'll get any pushback from anyone being a Democrat that say you support Turtle Boy?
I could care less. I
there you go.
have always ran on the fact that my beliefs are my beliefs, and they have more closely aligned with the Democratic views. I grew up under two teachers, raised two kids before I went to law school. Things for me, I'm massively, massively for women's rights over their own bodies, women's rights to choose. Those are major, major issues. A huge, huge proponent of justice and oversight for public officials, which is why I wanted to be one and wanted to encourage Boston to create an oversight committee for district attorneys for these very reasons. Because in my opinion, in Bristol County, we have a very similar problem. The Morrissey thing is like just, and I'm not sure if it's Turtle Boy or the media hype, but we have a very similar situation. And I know you're familiar with the Anthony Hardin shooting.
Yep.
Mack, and that's the case that's the case in front of the SJC on Wednesday.
Awesome. And you've been a great advocate for that. People are asking what your last name is. I want to spell it out. It's Shannon McMahon. It's McMahon for people who want to look you up. Are you going to run for office again? Are you going to run for DA again?
Jury's still out right now. I just helped deliver my brand new grandson. My son's got one more year left before he's off to college, and I got to be honest, that was a tough run. We did really well. I couldn't have been prouder of my team. We had a team of 6 with no money, and we still managed to get just about 40% of the vote against a Quinn in Bristol County, which is just unheard of. I was very proud.
Can we convince you to move to Norfolk County, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not joking you. I actually had 2 phone calls asking me if I would consider that. And I thought it was a joke, but now it's starting to seem a little bit too much, too similar. But no, I will never leave Bristol County. I'm a born and bred diehard. I believe in this county. I love this county. I've raised my kids here. But I'll make a decision when my son graduates, because that was a tough campaign to put a couple of kids through high school.
If you do run again, you got to go on Turtle Boy show. Like that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, you guys.
I'll bug him to get you on.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, we'll have you on. Yeah, we'll definitely have you on here.
You guys were very, very kind to me during the election. But I just cannot stress this enough. On the legal front, like, this is where they've got to win this case. It's got to be about. They have to kind of ignore the murder charge for a minute and go after the people investigating. So that pushes back. So it just delays it. Even if it delays it, it's better, because then you have better people either prosecuting it or making decisions about prosecuting it. But none of that can happen if there's a blanket rule that district attorneys don't have to disclose interviews, videotapes with investigating officers, with the officers who saw the body, because that's standard, with the officers who collected evidence. Those kind of interviews, those kinds of reports, they cannot be redacted. We cannot let this happen. This is an enormous case in front of the SJC. And, once upon a time, I had huge faith in our court system. But obviously things have changed. And it's frightening, and to hear the SJC ask for a Mickey brief means that they don't know, based on precedent, what to do. So whatever they decide to do will create precedent. That's pretty standard when they're making new law. So this could really change the atmosphere. And I just think everyone who's involved in this, involved in journalism, involved in free speech, should absolutely know about this. Pay attention. The Zoom link, I think, is on the SJC's website. But one thing I know about Eric Mack, if he's arguing this,
yeah,
it's not a problem. But
yeah.
But he's one of the greatest lawyers I've ever met in my life.
Say he's very impressive.
He really is, yeah, and also a fantastic guy. I can't say enough about the guy. But I really hope you guys pay attention. I hope you guys cover some of that, at least. I hope it just spreads the word that there are things happening behind the scenes legally that could really affect this case.
And for people,
if
I just want to interrupt you for 1 second.
25 can't get a public record.
Shannon, I just want to stop you for 1 second. Turtle Boy's listening, and he just popped back in. And I know a lot of people pop in and out, so they don't know who's speaking. And I just want to make sure they know who you are, because it's really important. This is Shannon McMahon, who ran for district attorney against Thomas Quinn in Bristol County. Attorney, and she likes Turtle Boy. She supports what we're doing on this. She's a Democrat. Brian asked her if she would run in the other county, Norfolk, but she's looking at Bristol again. Maybe if after her family stuff. So that's who we have on the show. I want to thank you so much for calling in tonight, Shannon.
Oh no, I thank you for giving me the opportunity. Like I said, spread the word. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. I love listening to your show. I love listening to Turtle Boy's show. I got to be honest. I listen to it bizarrely, like a bizarre amount. I'm totally intrigued. You guys are extraordinarily intelligent, and I don't use those terms lightly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Thank you.
And I definitely want to follow up with Eric Mack too. That'll be a good case to get into again. Kind of follow up with what he's doing.
Yeah, like I said, check him out on Wednesday, 9 a.m. Supreme Judicial Court, 9 a.m. via Zoom.
We'll be looking for that. Thank you so much, Shannon.
All right. You got it.
Bye now. That was a good call. What do you think about that one, Brian?
I think we need to move her.
We need to move her.
We just need to chip in to move her across.
She said she wouldn't go though. She's a homer. She wants to stay in Bristol County. She did pretty good. I mean, especially against Quinn. I mean, that guy, she almost, she very competitive campaign against an incumbent.